verse. Add value to my work, check the volume on my work. You get what you give, and I'm loving all the perks. Easy gift and the curse, make them check another verse.
What's good, world? It's been a long time, right? Easily done. Easy said, then done. Man, I should have been on this camera and said my 2 cents on this Carter 6. You know, I think. Listen, let me speak on Wayne and how big of a Wayne fan I am. Right. I remember Wayne when he came into the rap game with the Hot Boys, and he was 12. I don't know, 12, 13, 14, whatever. He young as fuck. And it was like, damn, you know what I mean? To see a nigga this young and he around dudes in the game when Cash Money first came out, like BG and Juvenile, who were on top of rap, right? They really the Hot Boys together was, but you seen this up and coming in Wayne. And back then I'm like, all right, I fuck with Wayne, but back then I fuck with Juvie, you know, and then it was BG. But then, you know, time went and Wayne came out with a mixtape series called Squad. SQAD. If you know, you know. Bruh, I never seen somebody ascend in rap like Wayne did from Wheezy Wheeze, right? I forgot what we used to call Wayne when he first came in because he had a whole nother nickname, right? Before it was Tunchi, and I'm telling you, and that was like nothing I've ever seen in hip hop, bro. Like seriously, I never seen a dude evolve lyrically like I watched Wayne evolve. That man gave a lot of. If you want to learn how to rap, he showed you a blueprint. But it take a dude that got work ethic. You can't just get nice like that. Wayne showed you because of the Squad Up mixtapes. It was a series, right? Everybody, you know, I got homies, right, that spit, try to spit, whatever, however you want to look at it, right? I spit, and I've always been a fan of whatever you put your bars to, right? I'ma listen. I don't care if it's somebody else beat. If you do your thing, just make sure, like, if you jump on a beat and that a song that you jumping on is a classic and another legend, then that's their song that they done their thing. Boy, you better know what you're doing. But I've heard plenty of spitters do they thing on them platforms, on them songs, right? To let me know, oh, he one of them as far as lyrically. Now, it don't always mean he can make his own songs or put albums together. But I know when I listen to you do that on that track, you did that, and and I got somewhere in the playlist in my memory, and I won't forget it for real. Or if I hear it again, you gonna remind me, oh, buddy, nice. And that's what Wayne showed us with Squad Up. Because I'm never forgetting when he hopped on that Maya track that Jay-Z featured on. And he snapped, bro. Like this nigga spit something. I'm talking about, he made, to me, that's why I'm talking about ascension. I went from looking at Wayne as like he was just a member of a group that was doing their thing in hip hop to this nigga is one of them for real. Like top, like it's like sports, right? If you like me who like college sports, you see my Wolverines and they got their rankings, and you see this dude going from unranked to top 5, like you ain't never seen before, man. That man went off on this track, bro. Like he snapped so lyrically, and then coming from New Orleans on top of that, bro. And then he came not too far after that with the Carter One. The ascension is still going up. The Carter One is not his best work, but it was part of the ascension. It was no more Wheezy. Is Wheezy F now? Wheezy F baby. He wasn't Tunchi yet, but he is coming like They knew exactly what they were doing. Let that young nigga be a part of the Hot Boys. Because they saw something they knew he was going to walk right into. And he did. And then Carter 2 came out. And it was like, he hip hop legend. And on top of why he doing albums, he got mixtapes coming out. Like he's still doing mixtapes, dedications, and no ceilings. I'm like, bruh, this dude work ethic is outstanding, but he is showing you he one of them. He in my legend, he'd already like jumping up in my top 5, top 10. At then it was top 10. You know, he dropped Carter 3. Carter 2 and 3, bruh. Classic behind a classic, bruh. Smash hip hop. And still doing mixtapes. Like the man damn near like holding hip hop down by himself. And the niggas are still around. Jay is still doing Jay. You feel me? Nas is still around. Jada. But this nigga, man, put himself in that conversation, bruh. You know, him and Jay do a song together, Mr. Carter, on the Carter 3. You know? And once you touch that type of legendary, you can't come out of it with me. See, that's the whole point of me saying that. Carter 4 came out, it wasn't all that. President Carter's that banger on there though. Carter 5, I can't even tell you nothing about Carter 5. Because that's when he's going through the legal battles with Baby and getting it, you know what I'm saying? He wanted to do his own thing. He wanted to get out his contract. He going through it with Baby. You feel me? He dropped, I think he did another dedication. The man got a body of work that is retarded. So here come Carter 6. And what made me kind of sit back and not just say nothing, because you know the internet, you know, everybody got shit like this. They have platforms like this. They want to talk to you, tell you about Wayne. The dude's a legend, right? What he done for hip hop, and that's why I'm like, I didn't love the project. I didn't, you know, I didn't love it. I feel like he's still going through whatever legal battles, his own personal battles. I love you. I love this dude. I fuck with this dude heavy, right? Um, he got an addiction issue, man. Like I look at Wayne and be like, well, I know you get on that. I don't know if he still fuck with lean, but whatever, pills, weed. I mean, I used to be a heavy weed smoker, man. I know how much my life changed since I stopped burning, for real. And niggas tell me, boy, B, I was a burner. I'm telling you, out of this, on a day, I'm off today from work. I done smoked 3 joints, be stuck right now. You feel me? I mean, I'm handling my business, but I'm zooted. You know what I mean? So I don't know if that play a part too, because I know, see, like any other MC, you want to accredit your ability to do what you do to your vices. It help you, especially a weed smoking. I know a lot of MCs even now, right? That's just what they need. You know, now it's probably, but see, you got pills now and lean. I don't know, man. I'm glad I found I didn't need that stuff no more. But I don't know. I feel like Wayne it might be that time, bro, because you've been doing your shit since you was young as fuck, bro, for a long time. Hella work ethic, man. Maybe it's time to switch up because the Carter 6 ain't it. I mean, I came to I'm not even gonna sit here and just go up and down track for track. It's just one in it. I don't know. People want to tell me you got different sounds on it. Listen, I listen to music. If it don't grab me, I don't know what to tell you. You're not gonna make me think about it. I feel the same way, not to bring it up in here and don't come after me, you know, with Kendrick's last album. I was not impressed. And I love that nigga too. Like, but Kendrick, these dudes are legends to me. But that's part of being an MC, bro. You're gonna have you're not, everything ain't gonna hit, bro. You're gonna have your misses. You know what I mean? You're gonna have some albums that's your classic right there. You might have 2 or 3. That's what made you a legend. But trust me, you done made 10 albums. And I don't listen to all your shit. I can name all my top 5 MCs that is like that. For real. Pac, Big. You know, well, Big, unfortunately, didn't get to put out a lot of albums. But I don't like Ready to Die. Life After Death is my shit. You feel me? I don't like Pac's first 4 or 5 albums until All Eyes on Me and then Machiavelli. You see what I'm saying? So, but once they got there, you got there because your music still. I still bang Pac. Pac still in the playlist. Heavy. Biggie, heavy. See what I'm saying? Jay got plenty albums, but Jay got plenty songs I don't like. But I gotta give it to Jay. Now he got a few classics though. He do. I gotta give it to my nigga. That nigga got a few, but he's had a longer career. You know what I mean? He's been doing this since 90, 96. His last album that I can tell of, correct me if I'm, the last album that I know for sure he dropped is 444, and that's a good album. But Jay got some classics on his belt, but he got some misses too. American Gangster, no. I remember everybody was on the Dynasty album. That was not hitting to me like that. He had some songs on it. Maybe I need to go back and listen. You feel me? But I was skipping a lot. I remember. And you got some bangers, I'm not gonna skip. You feel me? But I know he has some hits on there. I might need to go back and check that out. See, that's what I love about technology nowadays. I can just get on my Spotify and re-download and let me give another listen. But I'm pretty people tell you all the time, trust your first mind. My first mind, what it was the first time. You know what I'm saying? Volume 1. But the reason why I'm gonna sit here and tell you the album I don't like of Jay, this nigga got classics under his name. Volume 2, classic. Reasonable Doubt, classic. The Black, classic. Blueprint, class. Like, see what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? But then you got a nigga like Nas. Nas is my favorite example of this. And I could tell you about Jada too, right? Nas, first album, considered maybe the greatest album of all time. Illmatic. This dude is young as Huck. Not as young as Wayne, but he's like 17. Second album, It Was Written. If Illmatic is considered greatest album of all time, and I'm fucked up about It Was Written, that boy was like a whole nother planet from rappers to me. But every album after that until he came out with what? Stillmatic wasn't hitting like that. I Am was okay. Nostradamus okay. I don't even want to like Nostradamus like that. They all got a song or two. You know what I mean? So I say all that to just sit there and say, and let me say Jada too. Jada, I was just watching, I be trying not to use other people's podcasts, but I was watching a podcast, right? I don't want to, the internet crazy. I'm not finna, niggas still trying to get his footing in this and not say the wrong thing and I look up to these people, right? Because this is another MC, but talking about Jada and trying to tell me, he ain't got no classics. I'm like, what? The Kiss the Game Goodbye is a classic. You tripping. That album is fire. You tripping. What? Jada did that. What are we talking about? And if you really a Jada fan, the album, Jada always talks about top 5 dead or alive because he don't get his flowers. He getting them now, but he still gets sniped every now and then. He made an album called Top 5 Dead or Alive. That shit banging, banging. Like, what are we talking about? And he made a mixtape at the same time, Top 5 Dead or Alive, the mixtape and the album. I'm like, my nigga, you ain't got to tell me nothing because you've murdered so much underground mixtapes. You and the Locks, you do appearances, and he's still doing that now. That's what got me like Jada. Dude's got the most unshakable, steady flow, consistent flow I've ever heard, bro. Man, don't never spit a whack first. You know what I mean? And if he jumps on the track, it usually is a hit. At least a street hit. Like, but the Legends had because there's plenty, but see now, Jada, there's a lot of albums. Whoa. Why? That's why they said what they said. He got a lot of albums. I'm like, yo, Jada was good. Like, who he got around you? Why you can't put another Kiss the Game Goodbye together? That's crazy. So, but that's still one of them. Every one of them niggas I just named is one of them. Come on, man. So to do that, I'm gonna say, Wayne, man, do you, man. Live your best life, because you a legend. And the fact that you did this out of New Orleans, that's why I love you even more, bro. It's because of you. I always pay attention to MCs out of New Orleans. I mean, I gotta give shout out to my No Limit camp because Mystical was like had me like that too. But man, I got so much respect for the MCs that come out of there, bruh. You know, Roddy, Currency, man. I got so much respect. New Orleans. And just to go back to my legends, in case a nigga want to be like, I just named in New York, let's talk about Outkast. You know what I'm saying? But that's a group, and every album they did one they hit either, but they got AT-Aliens and Aquemini. You feel me? I really only one I really want to say is a classic like that is AT-Aliens, but they got hit songs on Stankonia and Aquemini and like those my dudes right there. So man, this hip hop still, man. The fact that that nigga still rapping and he's still a threat. I loved how the same podcast mentioned that nigga got a God flow because Wayne, the way he just don't miss as far as his energy, his cadence. He don't have a lot of content. That's been the argument too. Bruh, but here, let's talk about that, right? We listen to rappers, right, that I love to death. They talk about dope every track. First of all, like, I'm not going to talk about if you did or didn't do the shit you do, right, that you claim you do on these tracks. But I know niggas, some niggas lie. I don't give a fuck because I've been around real street niggas that played in these streets and did their thing. You was not getting on no microphone doing that. You not, bro. I'm telling you, man. These dudes, every one of them, the common bond was they move low key as hell, man. They ain't gonna want no radar on them because they making real money that the feds gonna hate just because they making money that they can't tax. That's be the main reason y'all got a problem because we know dope. We ain't bringing this dope here. Yeah, the substance is illegal, but it's the fact that it's something that it's its own market and it makes a ton of fucking money. But I know boys that did that and it was low key, man. The boys move like ninjas. They don't want niggas to know nothing. So why get on a microphone with millions of people listening, telling niggas the details of your empire? I don't understand that. But I ain't gonna say who do and who don't. But to judge Wayne on content, we can go down the list, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. For real. I don't look to Wayne to blow me away with some, you want to do that, then Talib Kweli and Mos Def will be the best rappers in hip hop. Common to get more respect. Them niggas tell you stuff. Outkast now, them niggas did that. See, Big Boy and Andre did that. So I'm sorry. That's why I see they did that. They gave you a message and bars, but everybody don't do that. So let's not, he don't grow, man, please. Now some guys kind of did it, like Nas did it. Nas, you hear the grown man shit now. See, and I love, let's bring Nas back into this conversation. Nas coming out with music now, right? Like Magic or King's Disease. That shit fire, right? And I love how he got this one song where he's talking about they want to hear the old Nas because we all know how raw that nigga was. But he's like, man, let me keep going, man. Like, let me live past that. You know what I'm saying? Because he making music still, and that shit's still good. You feel me? He had his albums he didn't like, but King Disease 1 and 2 fire. The Magic album, one of them, I think, I don't know which one between them three, won a Grammy in 2023. You know what I'm saying? So, Wayne, man, listen. Where we at with hip hop and this generational gap, bruh, what I want Wayne to do is to bounce back from this, though, for real. Because I know he not done. I promise you. I've never seen a nigga criticize so much. I've never seen him criticize so much. But some people like the shit. I ain't gonna lie now. Some people like it. I all I can do is speak for me, But I wanted to make sure if I tell you I don't like the album, don't get it twisted. Wayne in my top 5 for real. Like he could drop a bunch of trash. He do. Like I said, in that era, and Wayne was on top. The man was making. There was a point in hip hop, bruh, in the 2010s, right? The late 2000s, the 2000s, early 2010s, that man was like carrying the entire industry, bro. Because he's dropping albums, he's doing mixtapes. The dudes we've been growing up on are fading out. So it was like the only dude out here. It was crazy. Like everybody was still rapping, you know what I mean? But they weren't doing like Wayne. It was like, because he's on top and he's starting to bring in Drake. He's starting to bring in Nicki. Like, bruh, dog, listen, legend, my nigga. But he's human. He's a human being, bro. You can't. It's no such thing as perfection, even in hip hop. None of them. All them legends I named, trust me, I can go in on what I don't like. I could go in. If I sat there and really wanted to be that, but I don't, because I love, dog, you like gave me stuff that I done, this part of my hip hop makeup, man. Part of what makes me love this genre. And what I'm telling you, man, I'm never going to not love hip hop, bro. This thing raised me, you know. I'm a man of God, but man, I be like, God, I got to put God into my equation of hip hop, man. You gave us this. You gave us to the black man too. You gave us something to try to for us to get up out of our situation, because you make this out the mud, man. You're not born with the gift of rap. You got to learn it. No other genre of music like that. You got to learn how to rap and put in the work for real, and then have know how to deliver a rhyme. And it's so much facets to this, man. It's so much. It took me forever to put a rhyme together the way to my liking. See, dudes will tell me about me and how I used to go in with smoking, because I was trying to figure that shit out. What? I was like beat my head against a wall. It was ridiculous to break. I ain't even blown up, but just for me to like what I'm doing, bruh. It was not to standard to all this hip hop I listened to. So, Wayne, listen, I know what I'd say when I say, boy, when you in that legendary, you can't take that from nobody, bruh. You can't. You only can take that from somebody when you do some fuck ass shit that's like, all right, your face dirty now. You know what I mean? Like what Diddy going through. Diddy was a legend in hip hop as far as like being a businessman and being and running Bad Boy, but his face getting dirty now with this motherfucking. It's not even just the parties. It's bro, like I'm questioning your whole manhood and sexuality, and you know what I mean. Like it's a lot, bro. It's a lot, Diddy, to take in, bro. And then you was the man behind Biggie, and we all know about Biggie's death and how he died, like and who, like, bro. So it's not good on Diddy's legacy. You know what I mean? For all he done for hip hop. I'm sorry. Like it's gonna be tainted now, but it can't take away. I'm not gonna not listen to some of the stuff this man helped create back in, some time ago. You know what I mean? So, man, listen, Carter 6, it's what you want to make of it. You know, I've heard better Wayne, but you're never gonna take the fact that man's a legend. Like top 5 for real, for real. I could give you legit why he's my favorite rapper of all time. That's how much good work he got. I could legitly and say, and really, really, I might just tell you that he's my favorite rapper of all time. I'm gonna just put it like this: he top 3, easy, easy. Like, and that's my name, Eazy. Top 3, easy. Just to give you a little room to think about it. But I'm gonna leave you with what you want to do with that, man. All right, it's your boy Easily Done. We out.